Deep in the heart of the enchanted forest, a young boy named Samuel lived with his family. Samuel was a curious and adventurous child, always seeking new experiences. He loved exploring the forest, discovering hidden treasures, and meeting new friends along the way. One sunny day, as Samuel was venturing deeper into the forest, he stumbled upon a small cottage nestled between the trees. Curiosity got the better of him, and he cautiously approached the cottage. To his surprise, he found an old man named Brian living inside. Brian was a wise and kind-hearted man, but he was also a bit grumpy. He had lived alone in the cottage for many years, spending his days tending to his garden and reading ancient books. Samuel was fascinated by Brian's stories and wisdom, and he quickly formed a bond with the old man. As the days went by, Samuel's family became worried about his newfound friendship with Brian. They believed that the old man's grumpy nature would have a negative influence on Samuel. Samuel's parents, Mary and John, decided to intervene and asked Samuel to stay away from Brian. Samuel was torn between his love for his family and his fondness for Brian. He couldn't understand why his parents didn't see the goodness in the old man's heart. Determined to bridge the gap between the generations, Samuel hatched a plan. One evening, Samuel invited Brian to his house for dinner. He hoped that by spending time together, his family would see the kind and gentle side of Brian. As they sat around the table, Samuel's parents were initially hesitant, but they couldn't deny the joy in Samuel's eyes. During dinner, Brian shared stories of his adventures in the enchanted forest, captivating everyone with his tales. Samuel's parents began to see the wisdom and kindness in Brian's words. They realized that they had misjudged him based on his grumpy exterior. As the night wore on, Samuel's family and Brian laughed, shared memories, and discovered common interests. The gap between the generations slowly began to fade away, replaced by understanding and love. Samuel's parents realized that Brian had become an important part of their lives. From that day forward, Samuel's family and Brian became inseparable. They spent weekends exploring the enchanted forest, discovering its wonders together. The forest, once a source of concern, became a place of unity and joy for the family. Samuel's family drama about the challenges of bridging the gap between different generations within a family had come to a beautiful resolution. They had learned the importance of acceptance, understanding, and the power of love. And so, the tale of Samuel and Brian became a legend in the enchanted forest, a story of how love can conquer all barriers and bring people together. It taught generations to come the value of embracing differences and finding common ground, for in unity lies true happiness.